We are going to a fifth set at Castle Coliseum, and a big reason why has been the freshman in her home debut, Belle Patrick.
She has taken every tough swing for Virginia Tech tonight and found a way. It hasn't always been pretty, it hasn't always been clean, but it's been with an intent to score. 17 kills on 39 swings, which leads the match in both categories, and she's hitting .333 right now, which is really, really good for a left side hitter who's taken so many swings tonight. The question is, what does she have left in the tank? And is UCF going to find some adjustment, because she's been able to work the angles, been able to work the edges of the block against bigger blockers? Do they have an answer for Belle Patrick?
Yesterday in the season opener, Virginia Tech won the first two sets at Winthrop, dropped sets 3 and 4, and then won the fifth set. So back-to-back days playing five-setters, and for UCF in the season opener, going to the final and decisive sets.
Looks like no changes for either team. Be interested to see where they line up. Matchups are arguably more important in a set to 15 because you're not going to get all the way around as many times, and you're not going to get all the way around. You're usually going to get like 2.5 or maybe 4 total rotations.
Great energy in the building. Jake, this is what it's all about, right? Opening week, volleyball back, fifth set.
So Virginia Tech is going to start in rotation 1. That's going to be Walgren at right back. That's interesting because that is a tough side-out rotation for them. It's Malinowski, Pierce, and Hallman, and they stack on the left side of the court. You get to choose where you start. So they're choosing to start in, I think, one of their tougher rotations. Rotation 1 tends to be the toughest with center right back and your best outside right front. That's like the toughest rotation for almost every single team in the world at any level, so that's tough, man. But they're going to start on Walgren's serve. I think they're saying that Walgren's going to be, they're one of our best servers. We want to start on her. UCF, Ava Armour starting left front. Maximize the number of swings that she gets in the fifth set.
Fifth set underway. Shomers to the right side, and a kill for the Knights and Britt Carlson, who has quietly put together one of the best offensive days of any player on the floor.
Yeah, I would have said the same thing. I think she's been quietly really good. Her numbers are outstanding. Right side attack, it's hard to defend. It's really tough to stop.
Walgren lets it go over. That's down. How about that?
That is some like old person adult league stuff right there. Just go up on that one. She probably could have got that, but to just let it go because everyone's looking for her to make a play. The blockers are looking to go get the ball, away from the setter. It's super smart. It's some old head stuff right there.
Armour, strong swing needed for UCF.
Armour really struggled in serve receive in set 3 and set 4. They poured a lot of serves onto her, and I think that was a big factor in her not being very offensively productive in the last 2 sets. So far, 2 serve receives, 2 perfect passes in set 5.
Armour had 10 kills through sets 1 and 2. She has 4 since. Just a little long. Hokies looking for a touch potentially, and Marcy Byers in her 5th season appears to challenge at the scorer's table.
Looking for a touch off the block. Sarah Malinowski. Hard cross-court swing on a good set. That's what you want. I mean, that's what you want out of your right side hitter. You get a good set, take a crack at it.
It's been a busy afternoon for Dwayne Clark.
It has. 3-1 versus 2-2 in a set to 15 it's hard to say it's a big swing this early on, but it's a big swing.
Remember, set 4, UCF got out to that 7-3 lead, forced a Virginia Tech timeout, and then the Hokies came from behind. Here's our first look.
I think you're looking for it off of Armour's left arm or left forearm. the outside. Hard to say. I think that if someone came up and told me she definitely touched it, I would believe them based on that replay. But I can't determine anything from that.
I think the big thing here, and you brought it up earlier, and I know everyone knows it, but worth bringing up, it's got to be conclusive.
Yeah, it has to be. That's been the standard forever. I think we put our officials in a tough spot to determine block touches on balls being hit that hard. We'll get a call here in a second, and then it's going to be time for someone to figure out how they're going to side out. Yep.
UCF out to a great start here in set 5.
Something I always remember to tell teams in sets to 15. At some point, things are probably going to get pretty crazy. Always feels that way in the deciding set, so you got to stay calm.
Here's a senior, Grimes on the serve. Patrick. Armour. Walgren, back row for Manuel Duran, her first kill of the afternoon, a big one.
Yeah, I don't think they've set her on that bic at all tonight, and so she was totally unblocked. You can see blockers bail. Cohen goes to the right side. Hallman in the middle. Leaves Manuel Duran just completely unblocked. She converts. Sometimes that's a scary feeling as an attacker when you have no block.
Shomers, the dump. Beautiful execution.
That's tough. It's tough. As a middle Robinson, you want to kind of try to keep your hands high. You don't want to jump with that because Shomer's not jumping and getting up on top and throwing it down. It's a very soft, finesse dump right there. If you keep your hands high, maybe you deflect it and just pop it up in the air.
Four to 2 UCF. And here is Ava Armour. Patrick. Kill UCF. Heidi Bondet in her return to the floor has been huge in some big moments.
Yeah, you don't want that one back. That's kind of right in her breadbasket. She sort of stabbed at it instead of making a move towards it.
Patrick again. Tip, you bet. How about Sasha Cohen today? When her number's been called, she's delivered, and it forces a Virginia Tech timeout.
Yeah, Cohen, limited offensive production, only 8 swings, but 4 kills in those 8 swings. She's been big in big moments.
We'll step aside with them. Back with more 5th set action from Castle after this timeout.